Hello, welcome to the Knit Song Podcast. My name is Audrey and this is my podcast where I talk about knitting, crocheting, yarn dyeing, and sometimes sewing and other things that I can get myself into. So welcome to episode 30. This is the first time I've podcasted this close together. It's only been a week for about a year. So I'm hoping to get on a more regular rhythm, and I know I've said that in the past, but I have a lot more bandwidth and availability right now, and I'm just enjoying that. So yeah, I'll get into that at the end. But welcome if this is your first time joining. Thanks for stopping by to see what I'm up to. If you're a returning viewer, thanks so much for coming back. I'm excited to continue my podcasting journey and just keep sharing and be part of the knitty community. So today I have one finished object. I have lots of things that I've kind of started. And then I have some beautiful gifts that I want to show off that were made not by me, but by other lovely makers in my life. So I will get started with my finished object first. I finished my Valentine's Day socks. Yay! I do not have sock blockers, but in this moment, I wish I did. So these are knit with my own hand-dyed yarn that I dyed 2 years ago for Valentine's Day. And it is themed after Conversation Hearts. That was the name of the colorway. It's getting a little blown out here. And I did the Hermione's Everyday Sock pattern. And I love that pattern. I've shown it on the podcast before. I've done it before. It's so easy to memorize and it's so in my fingers and in my brain. It's just kind of the go-to pattern that I use when I just want to make some socks. I think my next pair of socks, I'm going to challenge myself to make a new pattern to myself. I mean, a new to me pattern. I love these, but like I said, I've kind of all but one pair of vanilla socks that I've knit, I think, have been these socks. So, time to add some spice to my life. I'm going to try a different patterned sock. But yeah, I did a heeled flapping gusset. I did just a rounded toe decrease, what's recommended in the pattern. And they fit really well. They're so comfy. And I finally, 2 years later, have the Valentine's Day socks that I was hoping to have 2 years ago. So, yay for finished objects. That is one done. Last week I had two. I had my Tanya sweater and my Soldotna sweater. So yeah, I have not knit 2 sweaters in the past week. But I did finish a pair of socks. So, woohoo! Some works in progress. Happy almost Valentine's Day. I'm excited for this Valentine's Day. It's one of my favorite times of year. It's just so nostalgic for childhood. It's like almost as nostalgic for me as Christmas because I loved making Valentines and I love the color pink and red, so I'm totally fine with the decor. And yeah, I think I just have a lot of good memories. I was talking to my mom about this yesterday. My birthday's in February. And I just have so many good memories of February being a month where the house was so full of visitors and super clean and just decorated with flowers. We also had these pink blossoms that blossomed on the plum trees in our house in February. And so to me, it's kind of like a very nostalgic month for just the fun things that we used to do around my house when I was little. So in honor of Valentine's Day, I today, this morning, cast on one of Susan B. Anderson's free knit heart pattern that I saw on Instagram this morning. And so I don't have it finished because I was busy doing lots of things today, but I can show you what I've got so far. I made a little mistake, but I am going to rectify that shortly after I film this. But this is the beginning of my first heart. So I've got, the point at the bottom, and then the first, top half. And then on waste yarn, I've got the next half. So I think it's going to be adorable. I thank you so much, Susan, for putting this beautiful pattern out there, because I'm going to try and make 5 of these and do like a little garland like she shows on her Instagram post. And I'm using, I should first say, I'm using the wrong size needles. So on the next one, I'm going to actually use the recommended size on the pattern. That was my fault. I didn't read carefully. So my gauge is way loose, but it's a good practice one. I'm using this yarn. Whoa, that's getting blown out. There we go. This yarn that I dyed on just a plain 100% Peruvian wool. It's got pale pink and some pink and green, pink and neon green speckles. So I'm gonna do, I think, 3 of the hearts on that. Whoa. And then the other 3 on this hot pink that I dyed on the same base. So the pattern actually has you felt the hearts, and I'm thinking I'm actually going to try that. I've never done it before. This wool should felt because it's just plain old Peruvian wool. It's not superwash or anything, so it should work. I'm excited to do that. I've never felted before. Well, not intentionally. I did knit a sock one time out of this yarn, so I know it'll felt. And somehow it got in the normal laundry bin, and it went through the laundry cycle, and it came out as an itty bitty cute felted sock. So other than that, I have not felted. So I'm happy to actually try to felt something this time. So exciting. And like I said, I'll put it in the description, the link in, or the I'll try and put the link in the description box below, because it was a free pattern that she put on her website, and I am so excited to knit it. So I'll try and post on my Instagram a little bit later today or tomorrow when I finish them, what mine end up looking like. So yeah, I'm excited to do those little free heart garland things. If I don't end up doing 5, I might just hang them individually. Like if I do 3, I might just hang them over my kitchen window. So we'll see. That will be fun. So that is my first work in progress, and my only knitting work in progress, other than my beautiful Changing Staircases shawl by Trysten Molina, and this Sari, S-A-R-I, not S-O-R-R-Y, by Hedgehog Fibers. And I love the yarn, love the pattern. I'm plugging along, not too much progress from what I showed last week, but I'm getting closer. So yeah, this is a great pattern. It's really, really fun. It's got some good detail. These points are going to block out really fun. It's great movie knitting because it's enough. The pattern changes enough to keep you interested, but it's also easy enough to kind of somewhat memorize once you get the gist of it. So this was my movie knitting this past week. So hopefully I'll have this done soon because I love this color. It's coming to life. Anyway, so other work in progress here. And that's kind of all I've been knitting on because I finished my socks. And now I actually have a crochet segment, but this is not my crochet work. I am actually going to show off some of the beautiful gifts that I've received from one of the loveliest makers in my life. And her name's Alexis, and I will put her Instagram information below. She is so creative, so prolific. She makes things all the time. She has the most amazing stitch definition and quality, and I wanted to show a couple of the gifts that she's made me. I've had the privilege to work with her for, I guess, almost a little over 2 years, and I am so grateful for her friendship and for all of her help at work, and also for these amazing, beautiful gifts that she has given me. So I'll go in chronological order. the first year that I knew Alexis, she gave me this beautiful Princess Leia amigurumi. And look at the beautiful, sorry, the light's a little harsh in here. Look at her work. She is so talented. So great. So yes, she gave this to me for my birthday, my first year at work. And then last year, she gave me my favorite Disney princess, which is the Little Mermaid. So cute. Look at this hair. She is just amazing. So these were on my desk at work all the time, and I wanted to show them. Look at her little tail. So fun. So yes, these two ladies were always on my desk at work. And then a couple months ago, she made a bunch of jellyfish, and she gave all the ladies at her office one. And so this is, I named her Minerva. And look how cute she is. So adorable. So yes, especially these two were themed together, kind of under the sea theme, and they stayed together on my desk, and then Leia was on the other side. And then recently she gave me this beautiful pillow, and I have to show it. It's so gorgeous, but look at this. Doesn't this just make you want to smile all the time? It's so bright and happy and sweet, and I just love it. So this is a pillow that she made. I don't even know if she had a pattern. I don't know if she made the pattern, but look at her work. Isn't it great? Thank you so much, Alexis. If you're watching, I don't know if you watch, but she is just a lovely, talented maker and such a dear friend. And so I wanted to show these because I thought you'd appreciate them as much as I do. So much fun and so beautiful to look at. So yeah, woohoo. So that is my sponsored by my friend Alexis segment of Crochet Today. I do have progress on my sewing. So last week in my episode 29, I shared that I had made a dress that just was too big, and I don't think I picked the right size when I made the pattern, but I love the fabric, so what do? I thought, I'm going to take this dress and turn it into a blouse. Well, easier said than done, but I'm doing it. So I have all the pattern pieces cut out now, and I'm ready to sew. I'm so excited to put this together. I am doing Simplicity 1692, and I'm doing the D version of the blouse. And I'm super excited to put this together now. I'm ready to do the instructions, and I've got my pieces as I've shown. I'm so excited and so ready to go. So hopefully I will get that done. Maybe this week. Hopefully this week. So we shall see. But that's all the sewing I have. I did want to share at the end of the podcast, sometimes I just share a couple things that I'm into. I've been sharing my bullet journal. That's been just a huge, exciting journey for me to get better at journaling. But this week, I wanted to show something else that's helping me get organized in another area of my life, which is cooking. I love to cook. I'm getting better at it, and I purchased this beautiful recipe binder from Hobby Lobby. And last week I mentioned how I am so into anything with a dark blue, or in this case black background, and then floral pattern. And so this is not an exception. Can you see the theme in my life? Anyway, it's a great recipe binder, and it comes with all these cute stickers. And not only that, but it comes with different tabs for different types of foods that you will cook. So I am slowly writing out some recipes that are my go-tos, and then you put them in these little cards, and then you put those in the appropriate section, and it's grand. So I'm excited about it. Hopefully I will have some time to devote to this week. And then look at this. They even give you cool paper to write your longer recipes or to snip and paste like, clipped out recipes from like a magazine. So anyway, super excited. I think this is going to be helpful for me to have a hard copy of my favorite recipes and ingredients, because when I do meal planning, I'm never inspired. The day that I need to do it, and even the day before, I'm rarely inspired to do a good job with meal planning. So I think having this will be just like bullet journaling has been for me. Having it be aesthetically fun and pleasing because of the drawing and the doodling. I think that this, because it's visually so pretty to me and there's stickers, that makes it kind of a game and more fun. And so I think I'll be more likely to use this because of that. So we'll see. But I wanted to share it because it's something that is bringing me lots of joy as I hopefully grow my repertoire of recipes that I could cook. And then last but not least, I wanted to share the book that I'm reading right now. Because sometimes at the end of a podcast, in my kind of, I guess I could call it my random assortments of goodness section. I don't know. I don't have a name to the section. But where I kind of show different things that I'm into, I thought I'd show a book that I'm really enjoying. And I'm surprised I'm enjoying it so much. It's Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I have owned this book since I was in 7th grade. I've owned the whole set. My grandma wrote sweet inscriptions to me. We shared this set. She read through all of it, and she left me little inscriptions places, which is so precious to me now that she has passed away, just to come across those. And I've never read the whole set before. I've started the first one and then stopped, but I guess I was just not in the right, I don't know, I've been into mysteries and adventure things, and I don't think I was in the right frame of mind to read them in the past when I had reached for them. So now I am just so enjoying reading these books. I'm only halfway through the first one, but I think I'm going to keep going. The way she describes the island and the emotion of the characters is just wonderful, and I can't remember when I enjoyed a book more. I know these films backwards and forwards by heart. My grandma and I, and my mom. My grandma and I say more because when my mom was at work, I spent the summers with my grandma, and so we would watch this every summer. So the three of us watched it all the time. So yeah, I know the story backwards and forwards from the movies, but there's always so much extra and so much more in the books, and I'm just enjoying it so much. So if you've never read these and you enjoy things like, turn of the century, kind of Edwardian era, just simpler living and just beautiful places, it's so sweet. No joke, I think I've cried like 3 times since I started reading this book, just from how sweet the descriptions are of the vulnerability of Anne's feelings and just all of that. And I've probably laughed out loud at least as many times. It's so good. Yeah, so I would highly recommend it if you haven't read it before. I know I'm going to finish this soon because I'm just devouring it. I'm enjoying it so much. But yeah, so I guess I will leave it there. I don't have really much more to show. I'm going to hopefully finish the first of those hearts tonight, and I think I will try and work on my shawl a little bit. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope to see you soon. So have a great week. And let me know, in the comments below, I wanted to ask, let me know If you have any shawl recommendations for DK weight, I have 3 skeins of a gorgeous DK yarn that I have no idea what to do with. So if you have any ideas, it's kind of a mossy green. I'm shopping around for a DK shawl, DK weight shawl to do. So in the comments below, if you want to, if you have a DK weight shawl that you know of that you think would look good in a mossy green, let me know in the comments. I am just at a loss with what to do with this yarn, and I would love any suggestions. So yeah, I would appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed hanging out for a bit. If you liked the video, feel free to like or subscribe if you want to be notified of the next time I put a video out. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. See you soon. Bye-bye.